This is One on One. The public television family is pleased to welcome Mr. Chris Frederick, who is the managing director of Heritage of Pride and NYC Pride. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited for Pride Week.
Yeah, let folks know what Pride Week is.
Pride Week is the largest LGBT celebration in the country. We're talking 2 million people. We have over 11 events for this 1 week. And, it's a celebration of who we are as a culture, as a community, where we've gone, where we're headed. And it's just a really great time.
You know, we're taping this program at the WNET studio on June 25th, 2015. Anything happening in the Supreme Court?
Yeah, they're going to decide the state of same-sex marriage this week, I think.
What does that mean to you?
You know, I think that it's just been a battle that the LGBT community has faced for so many years. I think that we're finally getting the rights we deserve, and I think we're pretty optimistic that the Supreme Court is going to rule in our favor.
You are?
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's time, and the Supreme Court realizes that it's only a matter of time that LGBT rights are given to be able to love whoever you want to love. So, if
it didn't happen, shocked?
I would be a little shocked. I think that the Supreme Court knows that it is really only a matter of time. So if it doesn't happen now,
not if.
It's a
when.
It's a when. I think that it's going to happen eventually. You see the tide change over just the last 5 years with states kind of opening it up. So I think they need to address it and talk about it on a federal level. So
how does it? Let me ask you something. With all the changes taking place, and I disclosed to you, I told you in a different life, as a state representative, a state legislator in New Jersey, before I got into broadcasting, I was the sponsor of what was known as the Gay Rights Bill in New Jersey, which all it said was expand. You couldn't discriminate against someone based on sexual orientation for housing and employment. And there were like 4 votes for it.
Right.
Couldn't get it passed, couldn't get it considered, and 9 years later it passed. And I thought to myself, boy, have we come a long way. And so here's the point of the question. Given where we were, given where we are, and given where we're hopefully going to go, is there much left to fight for?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that it turns into more of an international focus than a national focus.
Why is that?
Because there are, over 70 countries that still legalize, same-sex love. And there are people being put in jails because of who they love. And so it's important to not get this desensitized that, we have all the rights that we deserve. I think that there are millions of people around this world that still suffer. And even here in the United States, you have trans issues that are kind of coming up to the forefront that need to be addressed. I think that trans issues are finally getting their moment.
Transgender issues.
Correct. I think that people are starting to realize that it's a group that needs to be respected, that need to have the same rights as all of us, and it's kind of the last remaining group that need full equal rights.
Caitlyn Jenner mean much to you?
Yeah, I mean, she was an inspiration to millions. You saw 16 million people tune in for that event, and
the Diane Sawyer interview.
Yeah, and I think that anything that can raise awareness on the issues, I think is great, and I think that it helped a lot of people, I think, understand what it means to be trans in America today.
So if Caitlyn Jenner has a reality series and moves forward and, does what she does and,
Right.
Does that help in your view? Obviously, it depends upon what happens in that reality series, but does it help the cause?
I think it helps the cause just because it's giving transgendered people the platform to really understand what it means to be transgendered in America, no matter who it is.
Is that separate than what it means to be gay?
I think so. I think
You do?
I think it's a different experience, and that's what's interesting is over the last, I think, 10 to 20 years, it used to be the gay community, and now it's the gay, the lesbian, the bisexual, the transgendered, the queer, the allied. But
you're calling it a community, the LGBT community.
Correct.
But it's not really...
But they have shared experiences, but they're very different.
All being discriminated against, but in different ways.
Correct. Because you can't expect a gay man to be able to relate on a transgender female experience. So I think that's one reason why different segments within the community have popped up over the last 20 years, because you're seeing more people wanting to have a voice about their experience.
So go back to NYC Pride. Great organization doing important things.
Yeah.
You've made a big difference. The rest of us who don't fit into that community, but are supportive in a lot of ways, a lot of folks come and support it.
Yeah.
Talk about them.
I mean, it's interesting. We did a study last year, and we found that about 27% of attendees were straight white women. Straight
white women.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I think that you're seeing that more and more in these events. Is just people want to celebrate LGBT culture, and I think that I oftentimes get the question of, is Pride going to go away as we have equal rights? And I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You don't see it.
No, because I think that at the end of the day, these events help to celebrate and remind people who we are as a community, and that's super important. It's super important to kind of keep true to the heritage of what it means to be LGBT.
Well, you're doing a great job here on public television, keeping the cause alive, and we thank you for being with us and being an advocate. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
That was great.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One on One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by PNC Bank, Bloomfield College, United Water, Englewood Hospital and Medical Center, MD Advantage Insurance Company of New Jersey, Kessler Foundation, and by United Airlines. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.